Hey guys, this is Mrs. Tran-Bloom again. Um, so we're gonna pick up where we left off on the last video. Okay, we are going to start with on your printed notes. It says example 4, but in reality, it's actually example 3. So can you cross that out and change it to number 3? Let me talk to you about these. This is the only example we're doing on this video. Um, it looks really scary, right? I mean, all these fractions and weird numbers and square and division and pi. Oh my goodness, right? It's really scary, but I believe these are really simple. So make sure you understand this, and if you don't understand it, just do me a favor and rewind it. Listen to it again, okay? But before I start today's video, I want to tell you a joke. Why did the 30, 60, 90 triangle marry the 45, 45, 90 triangle? So why did the 30, 60, 90 triangle, so why did the 30, which is perfect for what we're doing, 30, 60, 90 triangle marry, why did it marry the 45, 45, 90 triangle? Because they were right for each other. Ha 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 ha. They were right, triangle. They were right for each other. Anyway, that is my joke for today. Part 1. Here we go. A. Find the exact value. That means there's no calculator. Okay. So 1 divided by cosecant square of 35 degrees plus cosine of 35 degrees. What does it equal out to be? At this moment, I only know how to find the trig functions of 30, of 60, of 45, of 90, of 180, of 270 and 360, all the quadrant angles. I don't know, I cannot do without a calculator find cosine of 35 degrees. Crazy, right? But because we know a couple of identities, so we are going to figure it out. First, 1 over cosecant square of 35. Okay, I typically like to convert things back to cosine and sine and tangent because those to me makes those 3 trig functions are the main 3 and they make more sense to me. So 1 over cosecant square of 35. Well, cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. Okay, so I'm sort of converting cosecant square into sine square of 35 degrees, and then just normally bring down my cosine of 35 degrees. Make sure you write the bubble here to represent degrees. So, well, 1 divided by, okay, so 1 divided by 1 over sine square of 35 degrees. Extend this a little bit, and then bring down cosine square of 35 degrees. When I'm dividing, I'm just going to multiply by its reciprocal. Okay, so the reciprocal 1 of sine square is sine square over 1. And I'm just going to make that into 1. Well, 1 times anything, it's pretty much itself. Okay, so just bring down my cosine square of 35. So this becomes a sine square of 35 degrees plus cosine square of 35 degrees. Well, I can't have a calculator, so I can't really sit here and punch that in. But if you look at this, sine square of 35 degrees plus cosine square of 35 degrees, what do you think that is? Is there an identity that we can use? Is there a formula that we can use? What are we thinking? Is cosine the same as x? Is that like x squared? And is sine the same as y? So is that y squared? So we have an x squared plus y squared. What does that equal out to be? So in this case, you have sine square of 35 degrees plus cosine square of 35 degrees. This equals out to be, I hope you remember this identity. This is the most important identity there is. Doesn't matter what the angle is, as long as these two are exactly the same. When they are adding each other, they come out to be 1. So you can put a 15 in here and it's still 1. You can put 119, some odd number, and it's still 1. So sine square of any angle plus cosine square of that same angle is always going to be 1. Okay? All right, this is more comprehension, so make sure you understand what I'm doing. All right, let's check this out. You got cosine of pi over 3 divided by sine of pi over 3. Well, cosine divided by sine is, this is sort of saying, hey, y divided by x. And if I remember my trig formula or identity correctly, cosine divided by sine is going to be cotangent of pi over 3. I'm just going to bring down cotangent of pi over 3. Well, cotangent of pi over 3, take away cotangent of pi over 3 is just simply 0. Isn't that awesome? And so, even though they look totally scary, the answers are just gorgeous. They are so handsome. Okay? Now, I want to tell you another joke because this video is so short. Why couldn't the angle get along? Okay, so why couldn't the angle get along? Okay, so why couldn't the angle get along? Because his parent wouldn't cosine. Ha ha ha, you know, his parent wouldn't cosine. Like cosine. Ah, that's so funny. All right. That's the end of my notes. Have a good day.